Hi, I'm Josefina Lopez. If you enjoyed Real Women Have Curves, you're gonna love my debut novel, Hungry Woman in Paris.
From the award-winning writer of Real Women Have Curves comes a story of sorrow, revelation, and renewal. Canella has lost her stride. Death and broken vows have stolen her spirit. She seeks refuge in the City of Lights. Sound, pleasure, and food. In the end, Canella just might discover the ingredients to save herself. Hungry Woman in Paris by Josefina Lopez.
Food played a very important role because I wouldn't be in this country unless it was for the fact that we were hungry, that we had to leave Mexico because we were hungry. When people talk about immigrants stealing jobs, doing these things, I want people to know that we're just hungry. In my family, food was the way that we expressed love, because if you didn't eat, you didn't survive, and so really food on the table was the way that my parents tried to communicate love. One of the ways that my parents communicated their upset with one another was for my father to reject food. He would say, "Oh, it's too salty," or my mother would make a certain dish, and that's the way she would appease him, or and through food, instead of being able to really communicate, they use food as their method. When I was in Paris, I thought, I wonder if going to cooking school will give me an opportunity to really make peace with food, or at least transform my relationship with food, and also reconcile a lot of things from my past, as far as cooking being an act of pleasure rather than a duty that women had to do for men. There were a lot of painful things that I shared in the book that I didn't think I would ever share. And one of them was my greatest fear, which is to commit suicide. I suffered from depression for many years, and my greatest fear was to end up just ending my life and realizing that I couldn't overcome this. And after finishing the book, I felt like, wow, you had the courage to share this. And I said, yeah, you know what? I want to share this because no matter what happens with my life, I want to know that every single moment I try to live my life courageously. It's my first novel, so I thought, wow, this is freedom. This is wonderful. I can really say what I feel, and no one's gonna go, oh, but that's not commercial, or you can't. This isn't Hollywood, No one was saying that. It was like, oh no, go deeper. You can be profound, and it's okay. And I think with Canella is that she's kind of just being courageous and saying, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that I hunger for other things. And to honor this hunger, I think, is what makes her so powerful. I really enjoy the fact that there's a spectrum of emotions inside of me, that I have this incredible palette, incredible colors, and I can take all these colors and create stories. And that when I cry, I genuinely feel that. When I laugh, I genuinely feel myself. And I know when my life is over that I will have lived myself to death.